Hello, welcome. This is the second part. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you did your homework and remember that we were here, okay? This is the weight yarn that we are using. It's the same material list that I gave you in the first video. And well, remember that I told you that from here I was about to make more rows until I count 14th rows. Then in the 14th row, we were to stop because we're about to start throwing a pineapple in the second shell right here. But well, let's start, and if you haven't subscribed, well, this is the perfect timing to do it. And look, this is the pineapple that we are going to throw. Well, so I did get ahead a little bit, and since I divide the armhole, I have 5, 6, 7 rows. And if we count all of the rows, so we already count and we have 7, right? So from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 rows. So in total we have 16. So here in the 16th row in the second shell, I will put a V, and then here we have the pineapple. The last 2 rows I made 2 double crochet. I finished the pineapple like this, and below it I made a V. And well, what we made in one side, we are going to make it in the other side too. So in the second shell also, we are going to make a V2, and here where we made the V's, it's where we are going to draw a pineapple like this one. Look, we will start with 12 double crochets, then 1 double crochet in each space with 1 chain between, and then in the coming rows we started to reduce 1, okay, until we finish making 1 and 2 rows with 1, right? Then again the V. So we are going to finish the pineapple as we started. So now we are going to make the shells each side, and then here 12 double crochet. So now we will start, and we will have 3 pineapples, 1 in the first front, 1 in the back, and 1 in the second front. So basically this is one series, right? So we are about to repeat the second series. So what I will make is that I will have at the end 3 pineapples, and that will be the length of my cardigan. But you will decide if you want to make just 2 pineapples or 3 like me. So well, remember that in the 16th row is where we are going to make the V. I just basically followed this. I made 2 rows with double crochet, and right away I know that the V goes, so that's why I will make the V right here. So that will be my guide. Well, look, I did continue. After the V I made the 12 double crochets, and I continue, remember, where we have to make shell, we will make shell. I just basically follow the rules of the pineapple, and then I finish with 2 rows with double crochet and then the V, and then I start all over again the third pineapple. So look, this is the first pineapple, then the pineapple of the back, and then the third on the other side. So also with 3 pineapples I got the white of my body and the exact size for myself, right? So you will decide the length if you want to continue drawing and making 3 pineapples for long or just 2. And well, in my case, like I'm not too tall, I will just close the pineapple here, because if I complete the third pineapple, it will be too long for my height. So I will stop making more rows. So now I will continue with the sleeve. Well, for the sleeve we are going to follow the same instructions, and remember that we have started the row in the shoulder making the first 12 double crochets. So I did continue, I followed the same instructions, but here instead of making 2 rows with 2 double crochets each, I just made 1, and I start the second pineapple right away. And like this, completing the second pineapple is perfect for the long of the sleeve that I want, okay? Well, look what I did here in the bottom of the sleeve. If I made one shell here, it will open too much the sleeve. So I just decided to make some double crochets here, and like this I will avoid that I have here just a big hole, okay? But well, don't worry, I will show you. Let's make the second sleeve together so you can see exactly how it is. Well, the second pineapple looks like this, right? So we were here, we didn't finish this, so this is the shoulder. So here we have the pineapple, and in one side we have two shells, and here in the other side of the pineapple we have one and two shells, you see? If you want to make it bigger, here you can make one extra shell, but I made it and the sleeve looks too wide. So I just decided to have these two shells each side. So we are going to close the sleeve like this, joining these two shells, but we will have a big hole right here. So we are going to make some extra double crochets to close. So let's start making the sleeve together, and I will show you how we are going to close this hole and how we will continue with the rest of the stitch. So well, here in this first shell after the marker is where we are going to start, okay? So we will continue with the same yarn, and with our hook we will start right here in the space right between the shell with one thread and with our hook, and we will start with three chains. We will go up with three chains, 1 and 2 and 3, and then inside we are going to make the rest, okay? So we will make 2 double crochets more, and at the end we will have 3, right? And well, basically at the beginning we are going to continue with the rest of the stitch. Here I will complete the shell, I will complete this shell too, and also complete the pineapple as it goes. And also I will make the next two shells and see you in the bottom to teach you how we are going to close. Well, look, I finished the two shells, the pineapple, and then the two shells, okay, the stitch as it goes. So if I close here, we will have this big hole, and we don't want that, okay? So what we are going to make is that instead of making the 5 chains as the stitch said, we are going to make only 2 chains. And we are going to make 1 double crochet right here. Out of 2 crochet, then 2 chains, and 1 more right here in the middle, 1 double crochet out of 2 crochets like this, and then 2 chains. But here let me see how does it looks better. I think that, well, after the 2 chains that we made, we are going to make the double crochet at the beginning of the next segment, you see, right here. So it will look like this. So here we have 2 chains, and then 2 chains, and we are going to make a single crochet at the beginning of the shell like this, and this space here will be for the sleeve, okay? So now look, I finished the row, and now here to start with the next row of the sleeve, we are going to slip one, and right here in the first space we will go up with 3 chains, and we will continue with the stitch, making shell over shell. So I will continue all around, so with this stitch, and see you here to teach you how we are going to make it here. But well, the stitch by its own will lead you what's next. Well, look, here I finished the row. I made 5 chains, and just to close the row I will slip one right here in the first double crochet, and now I close the row. And now the enormous hole that we had at the beginning, we close it, and now it seems to be this part of the stitch, right? The stitch that we have between shells. Well, now to start with the next row, we will slip and start in the first space of this shell, okay? I will go up with 3 chains, and I will continue. I will continue making more rows until I get the long of the sleeve that I want. And here I will continue, I will keep with the drawing, and I will make and follow the same stitch. I want to show you what I made in this sleeve. I finished to make this pineapple. So here, remember, we were in the shoulder, we already started, then we finished the drawing of the pineapple, and then I made one complete pineapple more, and this is the long of my sleeve. And here the only thing that I changed, instead of making 2 rows with one double crochet between pineapples, I just made one, because if not it will be too long. So both the sleeve must have the same number of rows and everything, okay? So please make one first and see if you like it or not, and once you are sure, well, just make the exact thing in the other side. Well, so now let's continue with the last details. Well, we are going to make a cord for the neck so we can adjust it, and this is optional, okay, but I will show you exactly what I made. So I'm going to make a long strip with chains that goes all around our neck, and then we can make also a knot in front or something beautiful, okay? So let's make as many chains as we need for this cord. Well, I finished to make the chains that I needed, and if we fold the strip, it measured 70 centimeters, approximately 1 meter and 40, okay? So this is the complete strip of chains that I made. It will depend the number of chains, but more or less these are the centimeters. So I'm okay with the centimeters. So now that I have the chains, I will pass it through all around the neck, and now I will make some pompoms for the end. Well, remember that at the beginning we made as a base some eyes. So I think that the end is perfect, so I won't make any extra rows or a stitch here in the neck. I will just bind off these stitches, correct, and I will use the eyes to pass the cord through them, and then at the end I will make some pompoms. Also I will show you how, but for now let's finish to pass the cord through it. Well, we almost finished. Please hide all the threads that we may have, and see you when we finish to pass all this cord through the neck. Well, to make the pompoms, we are going to use one thread, and in this case I will use my fingers, but if you have a cardboard, your phone, a notebook or a book or so, use it as a reference so you can make all the pompoms the same. In this case I don't have any right here with me, so I will use my fingers. If we measure approximately 10 centimeters, all of the pompoms must have the same distance, okay? We are going to make more, and we are going to count that we have 10 threads in front. So here we have 2, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, let's make 2 more, 12. So now cut, and well, remember that we are going to make all the pompoms with the same number of threads and everything, okay? So now we are going to pass one more thread through the center to make a knot, and one more to make the head of the pompom. So we are going to take this thread, and right here in the top we are going to make a knot. It is important to have these long threads because we will use them to join and place them where we want them to be. Later we are going to hide it with the hook to make sure that these fringes won't fall, right? You know that English is not my mother language, so I'm doing my best. So I hopefully it's everything clear. So here we are going to make the head of the pompon. We are going to close and make a knot, and also we are going to hide these threads. I will show you how with the hook. And we'll this pompon that we have just made, we are going to place it at the end of the cord. So this will be the decoration of this cord that will be all around the neck. So we are going to make a knot. Let's make one more, You see how we are using these threads to join them, and now all of these threads we have here, we are going to pass it through this knot of the head that we made, and then once they are here, we are also going to hide this thread and pass it through here so we can have all the threads facing to the same side and place. Okay, let's make and pass this thread through. Okay, so now it's ready, and if you want you can leave it like this, or you can cut the tips like this. Okay, we are going to make the same for the other pom-pom of the other tip, and I will make more like this one to decorate the sleeves, also the bottom, and I will make them and I will tell you how many I made. Okay, so let's make more pom-poms like this one. Look how many I made. This is how it looks. At the end I made 16 and I placed them like this. I didn't put one here because I decided to put it at the end, but basically I place one under each shell. Here I close this pineapple using the pom-pom. At the end I will just iron and it will look good, and also I made the same in the other side. So I made 16, I decorated like this, and also for the sleeve I put two here under this shell. No, sorry, I put three, okay, one in each corner. I made the same in the other sleeve too. So if we count the pom-poms that I made for the sleeves, that I made for the bottom, and that I made for the cords, to decorate the cords, at the end I made 24 pom-poms. Okay, you are going to make as many as you need, like you want. Okay, this is optional too. And well, with this we've finished. We are going to hide all the threads that we may have there. We are going to iron using a protection on there to iron it like you want it to be forever. Okay, so the first time you iron, it's very important for your garments. Well, I love the result. I hope that you have enjoyed making this long cardigan with me. This is the first project that I show you here in this new year, 2023. I hope that you have an amazing beginning like me. I wish you all the best. Thank you so much for watching my videos, and if you are new, well, welcome. I'm very happy, I'm very glad that you want to learn how to crochet, and I hope that I can teach you for the rest of the year. Thank you so much, and don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video, and please share it if you like it. Bye bye.